All right.
Pumpkin Woo!
How you doing?
Hi guys. Somehow we're gonna make that into our dedicated intro.
Maybe.
Yeah. And maybe
Hello.
find like a sign or something to put up behind us.
Today is 5/20 and we are on
Episode 12.
It's the Pumpkin
Unicorns Podcast
with
Nikki B
and Mama K.
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, and we haven't done this.
I know. Yeah, I know what's up, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute, no, it's all I can think of is
What's love got to do with it?
girl, how to get out of my head, Angela Bassett.
Yes.
And you know, isn't that sad when you remember the person from the movie as that person? Like when I think of Tina in my head, I see Angela Bassett.
Yep, she is on a show called 911 now, and
I watched
we
that
watch
show.
it.
It's pretty good.
it is really good. And I can only see, rolling.
Woo!
Well, do, 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 do,
Who's the other one? Oh, Jim Morrison. Actually, Val Kilmer. I don't even know what Jim Morrison looks like anymore.
No.
Oh well. Okay. Hi everyone.
Y'all, I think we all saw this coming. We talked about this last week.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry they did that.
Yeah, buyer's remorse for Piers Morgan's.
Oh wait a minute. Oh yeah. I was talking about our second topic for a second. We'll get to that one.
He
too.
was jumping ahead of times.
Right.
So, Fiona Harvey, as we talked about, did an interview with Piers Morgan and just blatantly said that she wasn't anything like what Richard Gadd made her out to be in the baby reindeer story there. And now she's suing him for $1 million.
Right. Except I heard all of that in the voice of what's her name again.
Martha.
No, from The Voice.
Oh, Susan Boyle.
Susan Boyle.
Nick is like, he's being possessed by the ghost of Susan Boyle.
Yeah, Susan Boyle just plays Martha in my head.
Man,
so let's be for real. Even if that's half true, normal people don't send 40,000 emails to someone.
she said it was a handful.
A handful?
How big is this bitch's hands?
I mean, I got a big hand, y'all.
Now,
I could hold
Like,
a basketball.
Look, that's only about 137 emails right now. Nick's probably got 750 with his hand.
Right? Look at
There
that.
is no way. This bitch must have. He got the whole world in him's hands. Those kind of hands. The hands the size of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I think he's mad because he had gay sex that he liked, but he didn't get paid for it.
I mean, I'd be mad if that was something they agreed upon.
I mean, like, no, I'm fine. As long as I got to have sex, that was cool. I don't need a job for it. I have a job that is awesome.
Isn't it, though? You know, I had went to Nick's job last week, and I went through the drive-thru, right? And it was early, and he has a coworker that I think is just cute as a button. And he come out and he was getting my order, and I had wrote Nick like a little note because I knew Nick wasn't working through the drive-thru.
I'm always inside.
He's always inside.
I need that air conditioner. Cooler.
And we get to have the.
Oh, she just did it way better than me. I'm gonna act like that didn't happen.
You want to mouth it? Ready? Oh.
See?
Perfect.
I can't roll R's or I'd be speaking Spanish all day long.
So I hand him the note and he's like, "Can I read it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I think I said, "I hope the ghost of Ezra Bim doesn't haunt you today, and have a great day." And I signed it, "You're a cooter noodle." And he goes, "Cooter noodle." And I'm like,
Yeah, he said that at work like 40 times afterwards too.
I kind of thought
And
so.
he does listen, so he likes the pod. A couple of my coworkers do.
Dude, I swear, since now, if you see this, you can't act like you see it the next time you see me come anywhere near the place that I'm talking about. But now, if I wasn't married,
He is definitely something to brighten your eyes on a sad day, for sure.
and he's sweet and he's nice too.
Like
That's-
the brain is the best part
Really?
of that person. Yeah,
See, I love that. I love the brains on some
they're the
folks.
kind of person that you could talk about titties while playing chess, smoking a bowl, and then like making bruschetta afterwards.
And he still wouldn't even just blink.
Yeah. I know, isn't it nice?
Oh no! I thought there was a shadow under that car. There was a whole
Okay,
ass
that's
squirrel
awesome.
under that car, and it looked like he's working underneath the car like a mechanic.
That was.
He is. Look.
I can't.
You gotta come here, because I swear I was tripping under the gray car in the neighbors. See it?
There might be. I see something.
It looks like a shadow, but wait, it'll move. Right
It's
now,
a-
it's changing
it's a-
the oil.
It's a.
Now, of course, it fucking moves. Now it's down. See?
Oh, I see him now. Okay.
Mhm. That
So
was the cutest
that's
thing.
a government squirrel.
Oh, that's right. I bet he's tagging that car, and
Well-
they're just with the chief.
And what's funny is that's a government workers' car.
That's
So that
funny.
squirrel
I'm so
is
glad
actually-
I really saw that squirrel after that topic.
Right, because that squirrel just changed the like whatever
Yeah.
Star Trek equipment on the bottom.
So we did not have an update on Diddy last
oh wait,
week.
you have to do it this way. Breaking news.
The video has been released of Sean P. Diddy Puffy Daddy
Pedidler.
Padidler and his ex Cassie and the assault, and brother, let's talk about it.
Yeah, first off, it was at a really awkward angle where you could count his nose hairs.
Right, and he come out.
He
I was
hadn't
waiting for
brushed
that
his teeth.
towel.
He hadn't brushed his teeth yet.
Oh, you're talking about the apologize video.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the actual
Oh.
assault video.
Okay, yeah,
that
we'll
was
start with the
released.
assault video.
Yeah.
Actual shocker. Takes a lot to shock me. It was very, very violent.
He was curb stomping her
And what
ass.
was sad about it is he's obviously a serial abuser because he was able to run naked down a hall,
Hold the towel.
hold the towel, and pick up her things off the floor, whoop her ass, and drag her back to the room by her hair
Bro.
with the towel not falling off. All of that he did with one arm.
Like a fucking caveman.
Like that, it was like a caveman.
It was like it. That's what I said.
Exactly.
Like, what is he? Like a fucking caveman?
Well, it
Like,
was the way.
he's got her down, y'all, and he's got a hold of the towel, right? And you know, whoop-ah! Whoop-ah! Like, come
I
on
know.
now, go do a fucking Geico commercial.
Right. And,
Like, me not like ego women's.
and then at the end you find out there was a cash settlement in 2016.
Oh,
almost
that's-
10 years ago over that incident.
I believe that's the one that was settled like within 24 hours because he wanted her to be quiet. Like she filed that suit.
How
and
many other women has that happened to in those
Few.
in 8 years?
A few.
How
Yep.
many men? Now that we know he's fuck anything sexual.
Well, you know, that's a great question.
Because men, I mean,
Men are
women,
more,
they will accept so much abuse.
and you know what? Women are more likely to come forward saying they were abused than
Oh,
men
men
are.
never come
because
forward and
it's
say they're abused.
sometimes, you know, it's like a demasculizing. Is that a word?
Well, and especially if you're if you're a young person trying to break into, let's say, rap or fashion, and you're heterosexual, you will do things you're not proud of.
You'd be by the end of it.
Right. You might not be enjoying it, but it doesn't make it right.
Right. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't mean you have to do it.
Right.
but
Nobody should sleep with anybody
the
they don't
offers
want
are
to.
gonna come because people get egos. With money comes egos, and the thing about it is
And rich.
I've never had money, so I can't say that I wouldn't act a different way if I had money. But there's a difference. between keeping your humbleness and your ego being so inflated that you feel like you can control the humans.
And this is not third and fourth generation rappers in hip hop industry, but first and second generation. Every one of those people were drug dealers before they made their albums. You know, you can take the drug dealer out of wherever they're living, but you can't. They're still going to do business the same way.
Sometimes that can be a good thing, and so, I mean, there's a catch-22 on that because
Biggie and all these other people.
With that comes the business intelligent and the street intelligent. To where, yeah, that might be true, but now with them having that background, they know if Joe Schmo comes in here like, yo, I got this album, and it's firing, da-da-da-da-da. They can listen to it, and it can be a good song, but this dude has this persona about him that they recognize, and they see, and they're like, yeah, this motherfucker ain't, you know, this is some good music, right. But will he, you know, we can tell right now just by the aura he brings, you become more...
Right, because people know if you're not where you're...
impressed, more intuitive with people and how they act and everything. If you have both of that, you know, work and street credential. Hi.
They have lots of...
If you're gonna fucking look and I say hi and you don't say it back, that's what you're getting, you fucking cow.
Oh, that's so awesome. If she comes back, this will be our first really interesting thing on the podcast.
Because, like, you're gonna sit there and look me dead in the eye while I'm talking, and then I literally look you in your eye and say hello, and you're like,
I know,
that's
right.
what you're gonna get.
So, wait a minute. I have a thought. Okay, I'll get that one out. Where were we at?
We were talking about...
Oh, okay. So my thing is like, I can't remember that. Totally brain farted.
We were talking about the...
if you are not from where you say you are from, people's gonna know. So,
absolutely.
So it don't matter if you sound really good at talking about being from the streets. If you're actually from Medway.
All right. Yeah, guys, we gotta go. We gotta start over because, well, you guys won't even know that. But
to you, it'll just be like we paused for a second.
Just for a second, but we were in the middle of something and we continued talking, and he got a system update notification on his phone once we did our 12 minutes, and once we were done with the podcast, I went to go turn it off. I was like, oh shit. So when I messed with you last week telling you it never recorded, right. I got my fucking payback, didn't I?
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god. So anyway, we left off with Diddy apologizing, and now along with the whole fighting, Britney Spears and her boyfriend had a fight last week at a hotel they were at.
I bet that was a little bit like Sid and Nancy.
Yes, there was all kinds of people in the center of the ring, just like a circus. And
I bet she was doing her little knife dance and shit.
With the snakes and stuff too. So there were multiple phone calls from multiple people in that hotel, like, hey, somebody's fighting. They didn't know who it was. They just knew people were fighting because they even said that it was loud and ferocious, like a lion.
Like, grrr.
And it even spilled into the hallway. The cops were there. The paramedics were there. I think somebody was bleeding. Yeah.
I bet she did have her knives.
And there was a lot of drinking, I guess. I mean, duh. Speaking of being drunk.
Mentally ill people drinking. That always ends well.
Just like Ben and J-Lo. They done broke up again.
Aww.
He was seen without his wedding ring and he was moving out.
I
what made them think it was going to work again when it didn't work the first time?
Right, like, I wonder if they got another update of that picture where he's outside smoking. Like,
oh, God. Like, losing his shit. Yeah. Dumb people go back to dumb people all the time. Hi, Becca. Hi, Eric. We'll skip over that topic, but hi.
Hi.
So, yeah, Britney, they're saying maybe she's having another breakdown, but I really don't think so.
No, she just was under lock and key for so long
She's trying to live her life, and now she's rebelling when she's in her 40s, and that's not cool.
No, but it's pretty normal.
It is. It is. I mean, I'm not out there beating the shit out of people in hallways, but...
Oh, no, me neither. Not today, anyway.
Not today.
It's too nice. I got yard work to get into.
Right.
Trimming bushes.
But one place we can't go is Peru because they now classify the LGBTQIA plus community as mentally ill. But we might get good medication over there. We can fly over, pretend we're married.
And get ayahuascas.
Yes, and get some medication. And then if you want to go into a glory hole somewhere, I'll just go into the other stall until you're
That's
done.
really sad. Like, look at what happens when you let theocracy happen. It's like, what kind of world do you live in where you tell people that gay people is mental illness? That's a bunch of people that is bisexual to say that.
Right.
Like that.
It's like, why do you guys fucking care? Like, if you're not gay, just don't be gay. Like,
Right.
I
Fuck
just
whoever you
don't
want.
understand it. Like, everybody's gay for the right damn price.
I mean, yeah, like, I'm gay for free.
All day.
So that's technically not a price.
No.
It's just a perk. A perk.
Right. It's a perk. And a lot of gay people are assholes, but a lot of gay people are nice. And speaking of being nice, it is usually the ones that are nice that end up getting crapped on.
Oh, absolutely.
Time and time again.
Like the nicest person in the world, you know, they're down on their luck, they need help, you know, or the other way around, you know, the nicest people in the world and they're giving people help, you know, it goes both ways.
Right. I mean, I say that my neighbor and I are in a neighborship, and we literally, like, I take care of both of our houses basically, and our little ones, and, you know, it just works. It works for us. We take care of each other, but, you know, there's times when, like, you'll help a family member that's down. There's been multiple times my husband and I have had people living in our homes, and, you know, we'll have to, like, tell them they have to leave because we've told you before you come in here, these are the rules, and, you know, just because you're renting a room in the house, you still need to respect the house rules, which are da-da-da-da-da. And if you don't respect those, then you can't stay.
Right, and it's like you can have rules too, you know, like there's no reason you can't. You know?
Yes. And then my
Especially
husband...
if you're letting people invade your
And if
space.
you tell somebody no, oh my God, you're the worst person ever. But then they won't, you know, justify anything you've done for them prior. It's only when you tell them no or whatever that they, you know,
You're
turn
treating
on
me
you.
like-
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're treating me like poo.
My husband was in the hospital for 11 days with diverticulosis, and we had a previous tenant trying to ask me if they could move back in for a short period of time. And I had clearly, you know, outlined the week that my husband was in the hospital, every day letting people know, like, this is what's happening now, because he was damn near septic, like, he was really sick. And, you know, right in the middle of that, you're going to ask me if you can move in, and you didn't even ask me how my husband's doing, like, is he home?
Right,
Like,
it's
like, no.
Even if you needed that, you had to really play it off like you weren't taking advantage of the situation.
Right, and then that person lost their fucking shit, started talking shit, and, like, after the fact, they apologized, and they said, I'm sorry I talked shit, but you really pissed me off. Well, no, bitch, that's not an apology. That's you saying, you made me do this, but I'm sorry. No, I didn't make you do anything.
I know
People-
adults have a huge problem with that.
Huge problem with taking accountability for their own actions, and you make choices every single day. No one controls your actions but you. And I do this to you, you're going to either sit there and let me do it, or you're going to whop me away eventually.
Right, and then when I hit you,
But now, if I'm doing this, and it's hurting you, yeah, your reaction would
And
not
then
be,
you're
I'm
like,
sorry. It would
"Why
be
did
like,
you hit me?"
it would be like, you know, you're hurting me, could you stop, please?
right.
But you made that choice. You could have sat there and let me do it all day long, or smack me away and be like, bitch, you're hurting me. That's a choice you made. Just like doing this is a dumb choice I made. You know, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know my poking was hurting you. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
That is an apology, not don't be a bitch, Nick. You know what I mean? Like, It's like, I'm sorry that I was poking you, but you're just so pokeable. There's no but in an apology.
Very, very pokeable.
He is. I just can't. Except for this. So, when you blame other people as an adult for your reactions and actions, you're just saying that you are able to be controlled by other people. And that's a bitch thing to be.
Oh, to be a slave?
Yeah, to be a slave to other people and
willingly.
And willingly
Even
let
though
other
there's ways
people
out.
have you. Yeah. Let people use you like you're a robot or whatever and make you do all these things. My God, what a bitch person to be, to let somebody control your emotions and your reactions, and you not take full control over your actions and reactions. What a bitch position to be in. But I digress. Now, we have
a really fun thing planned.
Yes, but we'll get to that in a minute. First and
because
foremost,
we're doing a review.
we are doing a review of Lumi
It's
deodorant.
It's a deodorant for under the titties.
Under the titties, under
Stinky
the ass
pussy.
cheeks, right between the creases of your
taint.
vaginers, and
Toes.
right in the clitorals. You can put them anywhere. You can put this anywhere.
Back fat.
So I didn't purchase this. I was given this because the other person was like, "Bitch, see what you can do with this because it sucks." Well, I'm here to agree with her that I think it's bullshit.
It smells like super suave. Imagine if you concentrated the smell of suave.
It does smell like suave. It's soft powder. It does smell like suave, but a little less fragrant than suave. I use it, and it wasn't long before my pits smelled like onions and ass. So I thought, okay, how can I get a real legitimate testing on this? So I called up my friend Leanne. Leanne has stage 4 crotch rot.
Like, the kind where, like, she walks into a room and you instantly are like,
Who's fishing?
Right, like, God, that reminds me of the smell of, like, when you walk into Kroger in 1987 and you can smell the fish counter.
Seafood section, yes.
At the front.
Don't ever have her in your car if you got heated seats in the winter, because it'll smell just like Long John Silver's.
Like,
well,
there'll
not
be
just like it.
a clam stamp in the seat when she gets up.
Clam stamp.
Where, like, the pH balance from her juices ate through the pleather.
So, Nasty Leanne only lives 2 streets over, so if we're downwind, and she's outside, we're screwed.
You're like, is that mustard gas? Is this what mustard gas is like?
I mean, it's
your eyes are burning. It's
is.
like cottonwood. They get all gummy.
Oh, it's terrible. So I FedExed this to her 2 streets over, and I said, you need to try this.
By FedEx, she means she had one of the kids run it over.
Well, I didn't want the smell to come back on my kids, so I actually did put it in a box. Not this actual one, because this is another one that I used for props to show you guys.
And you'll know why it wasn't the actual one.
So I sent it to Leanne, and she was so excited. She tried it that day, and she called me a couple hours later, and she's like, "Go outside." And I went outside, and it smelled like baby powder and butthole. And I'm like,
that is the worst, god-awful smell ever, is baby powder and butthole.
And then she says, I said, Leanne, it smells like baby powder and butthole out here. And she's like, well, hold on a minute.
Hold my beer.
And then, next thing I know, baby powder, butthole, and a whole fucking fish market. And I said, Leanne, are you wearing a dress with no underwear? And she said, how'd you know? I said, the Lumi didn't work, did it? And she said, bitch, it melted as soon as it hit my pussy. The whole thing melted, the stuff and the plastic. So count your days, Lumi, because...
that's some serious pH. Something's wrong with her.
Right. Level 4 crotch rot,
It melts plastic?
Leanne melted the plastic with her stage 4 crotch rot.
Maybe she should try a different approach, like mulch.
Or power wash.
Like, we'll power wash it, and then we'll sprinkle volcanic sand on it, and then put mulch on it, and then green pans. And maybe that will help.
That might help something.
Or she could wash it with apple cider vinegar. That cures everything.
That's true too. That's true too. She would have to like soak in it for 3 days, like marinate. Have meat falling off the bone.
Epsom salt spray on it.
Yeah.
That's what she could do. She could spray it with rosemary and mint Epsom salt. Dr. Teal's.
Burn.
Not if you have stage 4. It'll make
Oh
it,
yeah, you probably can't fill it anyway. It's probably nothing but a hole there now.
Right, like, will it even penetrate the patina that's all over it?
She'd have to take a scrape it first.
Oh, like one of those metal ones that
Yeah,
you used to clean your
for-
fan in the summer?
Well, I was thinking like a spackling.
Oh, spackling works a little better.
Oh my. So anyway.
Really gets in there.
So we had asked for some watchers and listeners to ask us some questions, and we have
we
some
got
good
some.
ones.
Yeah, you guys don't even understand what's going to happen.
Oh, it's
my
so
God.
fun. All right, let's pull this up. Let's pull this up, and I'm going to put it here so I can read them. All right, so
Oh God.
they don't know.
No, they don't.
They don't. Okay, so we have a question from Carla with a C. It's not Fartsy Larts, because Carla put Fartsy Larts is with a K.
So this Carla is probably like, I don't know, way different than that.
Way different than our Carla. There is only one Fartsy Larts.
Yeah, like
And we love her.
I'm glad that I don't ever have to ask which Carla are we talking about, because we know.
We
which
know.
one. There's only
Because
one.
I don't even call her Carla. If I'm talking about her, I call her Farts.
Thoughts?
So our first question is from Carla. What movie duo would you two be?
I know.
Go for it, Paulie. Fuck.
Holy
I
tea.
saw this.
We would be Bette Midler and Lily Tomlin in Big Business. It's a classic hit from the 1980s. Well, maybe 1990.
No, I think it was the 80s.
Okay.
I think it was like the late 80s. But that's a good movie. But mine was Batman and Catwoman.
Oh, that would be really gay. I would love that.
Right, and I would look really lumpy in that cat suit, but I would rock the fuck out of them lumps, my lovely lady lumps. Check it out.
I could be like, I'm Batman. Is that good?
Mm-hmm. Watch this.
That was perfect. Now, in that movie, are we friends or enemies?
That's to be determined. Depends
Yeah.
on how we feel that day.
Okay, I was going to say, because sometimes they're not so friendly with each other.
No, it depends on the weather.
They're all criminals, though.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
I was going to do the same thing. Not the youth of a nation anymore.
Oh my God. So Alex wants to know, have either one of you had sex behind a dumpster? I have, and that's all you need to know about that.
I have not, but another acquaintance of mine, Charles, has had sex behind a dumpster at KFC in Inglewood, Ohio.
What? Did he use the oil for lubrication?
Yes, it was right next to the grease trap, and you know how that stuff's really good, and it's hydrophobic.
Yes.
So yeah. So Charles.
Did they fall in love?
No. The gentleman was a parolee. It was his first day at work, and they were taking out trash, and things got dirty real quick while they were smoking the cigarettes. And this gentleman never came back to work again after that.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like maybe Charles needed some Lumi for his ass cheek.
Definitely. Absolutely. Because when you work at KFC, you just excrete sebum that can be taken off with a spatula.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, okay, so Penelope asks, why are you two so fucking hot?
Well, Penny.
Genetics
Can I call you Penny?
and alcoholics, Penelope.
Yeah, genetics, living in Dayton. We're underneath the Wright-Patterson shield thing that keeps the ultraviolets away from us.
Right. That's why my skin looks so youthful.
In the fact that I usually drink about 6 to 8 32-ounce cups of water a day, along with a pot and a half of coffee.
Nick is literally flawless.
Yeah.
This bitch is flawless.
It takes a lot of work.
Takes a lot of work to look that cheap.
Yeah. And Clinique.
Does.
Clinique helps a lot.
Clinique.
Clinique
All right,
to
Owen wants to know, What leading love interest role would you like to play opposite another celebrity?
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? I want to be Louise in Thelma and Louise because she gets
To
to
do
fuck
Brad-
Brad Pitt.
But doesn't she kill him too?
No, there's another guy.
Okay.
She gets to screw Brad. I would want to be her, I think, or Scarlett O'Hara. What red?
Yeah, I would do him. I would want
I want you
Tom
to fuck me, but I'm really in love with Ashley.
Tom Selleck to play the
Ooh, yeah.
80s Tom Selleck, not Blue Bloods.
Right. Magnum.
Yeah.
Magnum, yeah.
Mine would probably be the male person's gonna walk past in a second. Maybe not, that was my mother. Anyway, I want Ethan Peck from Star Trek.
Ooh.
Strange New Worlds. So he's Spock. I don't want gay Spock. I want straight Spock. I can do it.
It hurts when I do it.
The right hand hurts, the left hand doesn't hurt.
I can't do anything with my left hand because I got bit by my fucking dog.
Ow, I can flip off. Oh, and let us know in the comments. Do you flip people off like this? Or
Like
do you
this.
flip people off like,
this. I have a variety of different positions depending on my mood for that day. Adam would like to know, what can I substitute for eggs in a cake?
Wrong show, Adam.
Wrong show, Adam, but the answer is applesauce. Moving on. Melissa says, I'm in an abusive relationship. We have no kids. I have no money, nowhere to go. He drinks until he passes out.
Well, Melissa.
Melissa, do you remember when we were taught back in the day that, like, if a friend is drinking,